Today's message. You know, in life, the only competition that you really have is the person that you could have been had you not been too afraid to take that chance. Welcome back, all my free thinkers, to another episode of Grow Rich, Grow Happy, that place where we follow the breadcrumbs to wealth. And guys, we're getting closer and closer to that ISO date of July 14th. Well, the reason I want to talk about that is I want to talk about assets in this particular episode today. I'm going to be talking about three particular assets. And these assets, all three, are on the ISO list that you can find over on CoinMarketCap. These guys have been on that list. And for me, I like assets. You know, we have our risky plays out there. And let's just face it, a lot of people would tell you that all crypto is risky, or assets. Anything can happen any day, right? But the way I see it, there are some that are more risky than others. Therefore, you want to insulate your portfolio, meaning you want to get something out of your portfolio, some type of money, some type of gains. Everyone does, you know, and you want to be able to have some assets that you know are going to be used or can be used in real world situations. Now, I understand on this channel and just in life, you have experts, you have novice, all of which, and you have some people who've been in some of these assets that we talk about here longer than others. But make no mistake, this channel is about educating the public and educating a lot of those out there that maybe this is your first go around with cryptocurrency. So in this particular video, the three assets I'm going to talk about, these three I actually hold. And I feel like to understand them better, and at least this is how I operate, I have to see them operating or picture them operating in a real life situation. So with that, guys, that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about XRP. We're going to be talking about XLM. And we're going to be talking about XDC. These three we're going to talk about, as I feel like they're going to be here for a long time, guys. And for a lot of you who don't have a lot of time to invest in cryptocurrency, or shall I say, do a lot of research in cryptocurrency, someone like you might be looking for something that you can park your money and say, you know, I might come back a few years from now. And this is, of course, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, as I tell you how my brain works. With that being said, guys, welcome back. This your first time here to Grow Rich, Grow Happy. My name is Mr. Foresight, and I am here, a man of the community. I don't lie to you guys. When I tell you something, I'm telling you based on things that I realize. And if I'm wrong, I'll tell you. I am, you know, to be human is to be fallible. But on this channel, we talk about cryptocurrency, crypto news, all things like that. But what we really focus on is mindset, because I want you guys to be prepared to get your emotions out the game and make your own decisions, the best decisions for you and your family when you make any type of investment. So if this sounds like a channel for you, by all means, stick around, smash that like button, give me a sub, hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of these videos. Jump down below, take advantage of that 10% discount I have on Tangent wallets. We all in this community, that's what we use, guys. And all of these assets that I'm talking about today, you can get them. You can store them in your Tangent wallet, and you can purchase them within the wallet or make trades for them within the wallet. So I just love Tangent. I thank all of you who do take me up on that, and you have gotten one. The only thing I ask is make sure you actually follow through and put your crypto on it. So guys, we're going to jump right into this video. First one I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to jump over here and we're going to look at this chart. First one I'm going to be discussing is the XDC network. Now, depending on how long you've been in crypto, you know, this might be new to you. You know, these are those deals where I don't feel like they're going to be at a price like this for a long time. XDC has been around for a long time, guys. And as I can jump over here, and also show you they are on the ISO list. I will leave this list down below. There's XDC right there. They've been there a long time, guys. And I like XDC, not just because of the price. I like because of the practical uses that they are being used already. So I'm going to give you an example of XDC. So let's just say, for instance, and I'm jump over here with you. Let's just say, for instance, you have someone exporter and coffee beans over in Vietnam. Let's go over there. He's over in Vietnam. He has a small business and he wants to ship these coffee beans. He want to, export them to someplace like Europe. But the problem is he doesn't have much money, and traditional loans are slow and they can be expensive. So it kind of hurts his business, right? Not necessarily if he utilizes XDC. And what I mean by that is if he utilizes XDC and he gets over here on their trade finance, trade finance, he can take it over here. And what he can do essentially over here, he can use this whole network right here, and he can connect to financiers. Essentially financiers and blockchain, and with that he could tokenize his shipment contract within hours, guys. And from there, what he would do, he would be able to jump in, and just like that, he's in business because somebody picked it up. So I love that. I love how easy it can be done, and again, time is money. He can do it super fast. Now, when I jump over here and I look at things like this, and we look at the ISO date coming up, we know these guys are already used. I've talked about them many times, but I look at something like this, and guys, what I'm about to do, I come down here and I'm like, okay, I'm looking to diversify. Always be looking to diversify with your cryptocurrency, guys. Again, we're not in this to lose money. We're not in this at all to be making gambles. I don't like gambling. So what I'm looking at, so I look at it and I say, okay, I got $100 to spend. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm just talking about today's price. Oh, I could put too much. With $100, I'm getting 1,537 tokens, guys. But if I really, and I believe in this, and I know, I do my own research, and I look around, I'm saying these guys been around a while. They can be trusted. I'm looking at $1,000 going to get me right up in here at 15,378 tokens, guys. So that is a real world example of how XDC would be used and how they are currently being used. So next one I want to jump to, these are guys, these are ones that I hold. Next one I'm going to jump to, I'm going to jump over here to our favorite, guys, right here. One of our favorites, XRP, which is up. It's doing right nice right now. $2.30, guys. With all the things that's going on with XRP, let me jump over here. With all the things going on with them and banking and their case being over, to me, this one is a no-brainer, whether you think they're bankers coin or not. And the practical use for someone new to cryptocurrency, you're just trying to dibble and dabble. I don't like talking over anybody. So here's a practical use for XRP. Let's just say you have a nurse and she's working here in America and she has a family back in Mexico or something or somewhere else, and she wants to, help her family out. So when she gets paid, she wants to send them $500. But the problem is they need that money right away. So, and traditional banking is going to take her days to send that type of money over there, and it's going to cost a fee. Therefore, they might not get the entire $500. For in a practical sense, what she could do, all she got to do is find a bank that is already using Ripple with their transfers, and through that, now she can send that money over to her family, that $500. It can get there instantaneous at fractions of a cent, where her family can get the entire money over there, guys, and then it's converted right back over into pesos or whatever the monetary system is over there that they use. She can do that with XRP. So I look at stuff like that, guys, and I say that is a practical use. We see what's going on with XRP and how they're leading them all. So if I'm looking to have my portfolio just secure to the point where I'm like, You know, I may not be sure about some of these others that I hold, but I am sure I am going to make some money on this just based on the community alone and all of these connections they're making. And with the Security and Exchange Commission, all of that being behind them, there's talk of them going out and getting their banking license. They've already filed for that. It is more things going for XRP than against them. So again, if I'm looking at something like that, and I jump back up here for you, and I click on this, and I say, okay, again, maybe I want to use $100 again. You're not going to get as many. You're going to get 43, but let's just say you used 1,000. You used to put 1,000 in. You're getting 434 tokens. Now, with all of these, actually, I'll wait. I'll save that to the end when I'm about to tell you guys. So, with that is a practical use for XRP. Again, for some of you on here, you're like, yeah, whatever, I knew all this. But guys, we have to be conscious that and cognitive that it is so many people that's on this channel and other channels that don't know a lot of this stuff. So I like to keep everybody informed so that they can make informed decisions. Again, anything I say here, guys, you have to take it with a grain of salt. And the reason I'm saying that is because you really need to go out and do your own research. I have a crypto research guide that is free over on my website, growrichgrowhappy.com, that you can download just by putting in your email address on that homepage. And then it can show you how to get started with some basic research on some of these plays. So with that, guys, I'm going to jump over here and we're going to talk about this one, another one. We're going to jump over here and we're going to look at Stellar now. We're going to look at Stellar Lumens. And guys, we already know the partnerships that they have. We know the story of Stellar Lumens, how Jeb McCaleb, he was a part of the Ripple team, branched off, did his own thing. Now he got Stellar. Stellar's partnered with MoneyGram, which is going to be in this example I'm about to use. So for somebody looking at Stellar and you say, okay, Mr. Foresight, that's a little bit more expensive than a lot of the other tokens that we've been buying here on here, like the XDC. It's a little bit more expensive. Yes, it is. But again, they've been around the block a long time, guys. And this is another one that is already proven. It works exactly like XRP. The only difference is it works peer to peer for people that are unbanked. So I'm going to give you a great example of that. So let's imagine this. Let me jump over here. So let's just say you got a guy named John. John lives in Kenya, and John, he has a, let's just say he's selling apples. I'm just going to use it, something like that. He's selling apples, but the problem is, you know, he wants to be able to sell to people who are unbanked. People don't have a bank account. There's more people, you don't understand, guys. There's a lot of people that do not have bank accounts, things that we take for granted. But he wants to sell to those people because, again, they're customers too. But the problem is they don't have no Visa card or anything like that. What he can do through Stellar, using one of their apps, and I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to show you that, and I'm just going to show you this right here. If you look up here, you got Stellar plug into MoneyGram's global. Now your wallet or application, and this is old, can enable users to convert their physical cash into digital dollars and back. So why do I say that? Because what John can do now is through one of these apps right here with Stellar, he can have his customers come up and with their cell phones, because more customers out there got cell phones than they do bank accounts, and he can take and they can use XLM to pay for the apples or whatever it is, oranges or whatever it is they have. They can use that application and buy his products, and they don't even have a bank account, but they can use their crypto to do it. These are practical uses, guys. So if I'm looking at, you know, me, I'm looking at Stellar, and I'm looking at, again, we don't even have to do, but we'll do 100. We'll do $100. You're getting 385. Yes, you're going to get more than you would have gotten with XRP, because of course XRP is higher. But if you used to use 1,000, you're going to get around 3,857 tokens. Now, I brought you those three, guys, because those three right there, and I am going to leave the ISO list down below. Those are three that you're going to see around, guys. Of course, I don't have a crypto ball. I don't know how far up these tokens are going to go. One quick browse of the internet and you'll find, I'm sure, a million different price predictions for these sheets, but you have to take those with a grain of salt too. The question you need to be asking is, how much am I trying to get out of these? When you're buying tokens like that, you should be able to exit. Again, when you get into any play, that is, guys, you know it's going to be FUD. You know it's going to be different things out there. But when it comes to these, you don't hear a lot of FUD. You really don't. These guys have been proven. They've been around the block. Tokens like this, you can get in, you can lock away and not worry about. At least that's what I do. So when you're getting in something like that, you need to have your price targets and say, you know what? I'm comfortable at least getting my money back out of it at a certain point. Guys, if you want an exit strategy, I do have one down below too that you can pick up as well. It's down below in the description. But let me know about these three, guys. These three we covered today. What do you think are these three that you guys hold? And what else would you add to this list? I know it's a lot of people out there. You're going to say you would add any of the Metallicus tokens. Of course, they're going to be around as well. But let me know down below, as far as these three go, how many of you guys hold all three or just one or two of them? Let me know down below. Till next one, this your boy. I'm out.